Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new episode of Discovering Steven Universe. Once again, continuing the new format here of reactions in addition to reviews. And I misspoke last time. According to Hulu, the next episode should have been Warped Tour. However, the official episode guide, as I have been told by several people in addition to seeing online, thanks to Reddit, and a few other places, the next episode, or today's episode rather, is actually Alone Together. So, yeah, I think I'll include a link to the official list in the description down below in case you don't know what it is, just so you can know if you're, if you are following along as well. So let's get right into it with Alone Together. Oh, goodness. Okay, so they're teaching fusion dance.
Yeah, it's really hard, even for us. Not for me. We'll keep
Garnet.
Who knows, in a few years. Huh? What do you mean? I've never danced in front of anyone before. Really? Yeah, there was a dance at my school, and I was really excited about it.
No.
But I just couldn't bring myself to go.
Cute. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I am terrified of dancing. I dance with my wife, Jill, and don't mind, you know, being kind of silly in private, but like dancing in public, like at a wedding or something, I am just ridiculously terrified. I frickin' knew it!
Why did you even... Connie! I did it! Wait. No.
That is awesome.
Great! Oh, I have to show everybody. Pretty cool, right? He fused with his friend Connie? Pearl, look at Carpet.
It's adorable.
It's impossible.
I don't think Garnet's ever smiled with full teeth, has she?
Wow. Garnet, help me out here. Symphonic. Listen to me. You are not two people, and you are not one person. You are an experience. Make sure you're a good experience. Now, go have fun.
I am curious whether or not there will be, like, issues because of the fact that Connie isn't a gem. Like, yeah, Steven is half gem and half human.
How can I help me?
2 donuts, please. What do I owe you? Oh, nothing. It's on the house.
Even Sadie's smitten.
That isn't a very sound business practice. 2 donuts.
Game Boys. The creators of this show are definitely Nintendo fans. And Connie doesn't like being stared at when she's dancing.
I thought this was a dance party. Why isn't anyone else dancing? If we were together, it would be okay. But we are together, and it's not. I'm alone.
Not tonight. Hey, baby, why'd you leave me on the dance floor?
Creepy.
I don't.
Because we're angels walking among garbage people. We're perfect for each other.
Douche.
How can you say that? You don't even know us.
Oh, whoa, I'm just looking for a dance.
So to, like, help her overcome her fear? That ended very strangely. Well, Garnet was not wrong. This episode was definitely an experience. Okay, definitely the two biggest things that are the favorites of this episode. First of all, Stevonnie. The fact that character exists, and I mean, seemingly Connie's not affected at all, which, is, definitely a good thing, in my opinion. Which, I mean, that was my primary worry, that maybe, since she's fully human, and Steven is, half human, half gem, that when they unfuse, that might have an effect on her. But, just the character Stevonnie, I mean, I've no doubt that's going to be coming back at some point. I don't know to what extent, necessarily, but definitely, I mean, obviously, I kind of figured out what was going to happen just before it did, but still, I didn't expect that to be a thing. I expected Connie to, kind of over time become part maybe of the fighting force to some degree, but not to actually become a fusion. That is just amazing. And my second favorite part of this episode, well, I guess you would say overall all of the gems' reaction to Stevonnie, but most of all Garnet. My God. And I don't know, I could be remembering this wrong, but it's like, I remember being like this when the Stevonnie was actually revealed, and that was kind of like what Garnet was the entire time. It's just like, her mouth got wide, and then the next time we see her, just like this gigantic grin. And I absolutely loved it. That was, I mean, obviously not a lot of favorite parts mentioned there, but just really strong ones, in my opinion. If I have an annoyance for this episode, it's that creepy, stalkery Kevin guy. Yeah, to the best of my knowledge, I don't think he's actually been in anything before, and if he isn't in the future, I'm completely fine with that, because I got a really gross, creepy vibe from the guy. But maybe they'll have him appear again later because of that. It's hard to say. But yeah, he would be my primary annoyance with the episode. I do kind of hope that Sour Cream learns to emote some. Admittedly, he came about the closest as he'll ever get, I think, when he was inviting Stevonnie. Oh, third favorite part of the episode was Lars and Sadie. That scene was just perfect. Absolutely perfect. And I am seeing here that Stevonnie was voiced by AJ McCalca? I apologize if I'm destroying her name. But it reminded me a lot, strangely, of Rose's voice. And it's not the same voice actor, obviously, but I wonder if that's what the voice actor was told to go for? Maybe like sort of a Rose-like voice, but either way, just yeah. If I have a quote of the episode, it would definitely have to be the line that Garnet said to Stevonnie. Well, paraphrasing, obviously, you are not two people, you are not one person, you are an experience. Now go and have some fun. Again, paraphrasing what the actual quote may be, but it was such a good line, and it all leads up to just a phenomenal episode, just an absolutely great episode. I guess overall I do have a kind of a second annoyance. Again, I apologize for the lack of structure here. It's kind of as it comes to mind for me, and I don't have anything written down. But the ending was weird. Just the way they ended it. For one, it's either the first or one of very few episodes that doesn't have a fade out of sorts. So it just kind of ended abruptly, which there's not necessarily anything wrong with that, but I don't know, I guess in the end, Steven and Connie were able to finally have fun because it was the two of them dancing together. And as Stefani was saying earlier, it's like, they were together, but not really, they were alone. And yeah, I don't know, I guess now that I think about it, it's not as strange, but still just the way they ended it with just them doing the same thing they had been doing for those 10 seconds, like not sort of like a joke ending or, Connie or Steven saying anything, just abrupt end. And that felt off to me. But, I mean, other than that, phenomenal episode. Absolutely loved it. Strangely enough, I think that the last two episodes have pulled me in just as much, if not more, than some of the other episodes like Mirror Gym and Ocean Gym. I would say these two episodes are are probably the strongest ones since that two-parter to really draw me into the show even more. Because again, some of the episodes have been good, or even really good, but I don't know, they didn't contain that draw like these two have. So yeah, I mean, what else can I say except I'm ready for the next episode. I'm gonna have to take a bit of a break before I do record that, unfortunately, but definitely ready to get into it and hopefully record a few more episodes for you all, and we can get moving on this, and I might be able to it'll be a while before I get caught up on this show, but maybe possibly get caught up on the first season sometime in the somewhat near future. But alright everyone, thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Discovering Steven Universe. As always, please leave your thoughts, your favorites, any annoyances you had, anything else in the comments down below. I didn't mention a track of the episode as kind of usual, but if you have one of those as well, leave that down below, obviously. Probably the best track would be when Stefani was running, basically just the background track for that. That was really nice. But yeah, otherwise, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and I will see you all for the next episode, which is Warped Tour, the one that I thought would be the next episode last time. But it's the next one this time. Alright everyone, until next time, I'm PapaKenn. Later days.